Hey, it's Pierre Bourne, and I'm with the Fader, and you are now watching Would You Rather. But nah, I probably just have the interior. I'd rather have the interior. I mean, I kind of already got that. I got like, how many pillows I got? Ain't nobody fucking with my collection, with the pillow collection. I still have yet to see anybody with as many, like, the big pillow, the real big one. I had just got like 4 or 5 more in December after Art Basel. They come straight from like Japan. They come in these big ass crates. And the crates are rare too. Those are pieces. So I use those as like desk in the house. Shit, we already got the interior. No cap.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Did you vibe? What did you vibe? Did you vibe? Going through my phone. What did you vibe? Did you vibe? Baby, give me it all. Give me your mind. All I see is no's, dollar signs. I got trees to roll. I'm about to climb. Remember we was poor, don't give me no time. Had to switch my phone, man, it linked my line. Had to get the dough, stay on my grind. Yeah, I know I hurt you. Yeah, my weed is purple. Yeah, I'm going in like curfew. Stealing your shit like turtle. She forgot all about me. Psych, you love me, right? I go deep, right? Running routes wide. Girl, what you tripping for? You wet, did you know? I just do some ones on this little triple pole. I just love my money, cause that shit is a show. I just love my money, cause that shit is a show. Girl, what you tripping for? You wet, did you know? I just do some ones on this little triple pole. I just love my money, cause that shit is a show. I just love my money, cause that shit is a show. No shit, I just quit, blew quick, whoa. I just do this 10%, my new fit, whoa. No snitch, I get money, must admit, whoa. Yo, bitch, where with me, submit, whoa.
Oh man, bro, we had to take it back to 2016, bro, where young Pierre Bourne would go crazy, build his name up in the rap world and also the producer world, my nigga, with like just building, you know, giving main beats to like early Chipper Red and shit, going crazy, also dropping music his own and shit. He'll drop the 3-part The Life of Pierre trilogy and all through late 2016. I mean, kind of like every kind of couple months in 2016. I think the first one dropped in like September 2016. The Life of Pierre 2 dropped in November, and then the third one dropped in December. So he every kind of couple months it was a new The Life of Pierre and shit. But he didn't really have that many fans and shit. Like, this was kind of early on and shit. You know, we all know what came in 2017. Him going crazy with the beats, producing on Playboy Cardi and etc., blowing up and shit. And that's when he will start going crazy with the music and shit. And he will start really taking that shit seriously. And he will announce on Twitter and Instagram in late 2017 that the forthcoming of the Life of Pierre series will be coming very, very, very soon. But hey, man, like I always say, man, you already know, bro. If you new here, hit that subscribe button, man. If you old here, hit that subscribe button, man. If you thought you saw any one of my videos before, anywhere, I mean like anywhere, my nigga, it's like it's a stepping stone at this point. Hit that subscribe button, man. I'm not playing, man. We going crazy the last couple days of 2024, but we don't have that long. We literally only have a week, a couple days until this year is over, bro. And y'all already know, man, this has been one hell of a year for sure. Like, we have been going crazy. We have grew as a family and shit. So just hit that subscribe button, man, for you. Man, bro. Man, bro. Y'all already know, bro. We talking about one of the craziest, one of my personal favorites, underrated Pierre motherfucking Bourne, my nigga. Another video, bro. A long awaited video I've been wanting to do a video on Pierre so bad, bro. Like a video where we was talking about the music, a video where we was talking about everything, bro. But I want to do like his beats. But I always wanted to make a video on this specific project, bro. Because you gotta realize, if you new to this channel, man, you had to realize, man. Like, yeah, we do the videos, talk about the rappers in a certain year and shit. But I kind of started off doing these videos videos where we were just doing it dedicated to one album and shit. If you go on my playlist, it's called Behind the Album and shit. That's what kind of what videos would be when we talking about like albums and shit. And I haven't did one in a little minute, bro. So I had to cook one up before the year over with. And I had to do one on this classic project because this project has literally shaped me to who I am today, bro. This got me through majority of my high school. This shit was crazy. Man, bro, the life of Pierre 4, bro. Now, this was Pierre's debut project. Not his first project, but his debut studio album and shit, bro. And I don't think y'all understand. If you don't understand, if you watch this, bro, this is a cult classic project, bro. Like, it's not one of the projects that is like globally everywhere type shit. Like, nah, it's just a cult, like, you know type shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know, though. Like, a lot of people should know this shit. But this right here is a classic, bro. I'm pretty sure every nigga know and respect this project, bro. I know I do, because this project literally, like I said, got me through high school. It was literally the anthem of the rest of 2019, bro. Because 2019 was an underrated good year in music, bro. And that shit was crazy. Like, just reminiscing about that shit always get me in the feels, because it's like it's a time that I low-key will want back, low-key. If you're watching this and you don't know how this goes, though, man, we talk about the album, man. So we're gonna be talking about the life of Pierre 4, bro. We're gonna be talking about just everything that goes behind this project, like, you know, basically like a breakdown, like behind the album type shit. And we just talk about everything, man. We talk about goddamn really everything. Like, we talk about just the early signs of this project, like the early depths, like the OG songs originally, like the shit that was originally supposed to be for this project, just the whole shit that went behind it, like him signed to Interscope. Then we gonna talk about the deluxe and shit, cause the deluxe is a classic too. And then just talk about the album overall and just the success and shit, just how some artists low-key got inspired by this, the transit, just the whole project at all, bro. So just sit there, man, and bear with me, man. First off, if you watching this, go to the motherfucking corner store by your house, man. Grab a bag of popcorn. Drive all the way to your auntie house, bro. Talk to your nephew for a little second and just put him on game about these videos, bro. Like, literally, tell your little nephew, tell him everything about these videos. Then y'all go in the room, turn the TV on, put my channel on, lock in, sit and watch this video, eat the popcorn you bought from the store, and listen to me yap or however long this video finna be. So, man, bro, after producing hits for rappers such as Playboi Carti, Young Nudy, and Trippie Redd, bro, Pierre would go on to sign to Interscope Record as a rapper and shit. Started working on his debut album, The Life of Pierre 4, immediately. Like, after getting the success of Carti and all them niggas and shit, y'all gotta realize, bro, Pierre is mainly a rapper. He's a producer. He's known as a producer, but he came in it like his main thing is rapping and shit type shit. But he blew up as a producer, so he took the producer role first and kind of ran with that and shit up till he had enough like fans and shit to gather up and they go to his own music. He had success with like songs and shit. Like, he had a song called, I forgot the song he had with Carti and shit. Hack My Instagram. Part 1, Part 2 was a fire ass song that had dropped in early 2017. And it's just like he had many songs and shit. Like, people knew he rapped, but people didn't know he like rap type shit until he really was coming out the gate with songs like Planet Neptune and shit. He was going crazy with songs and shit. And then that's when like hella shit for Life Pierre 4 was starting to come in like circle in late 2017. And like many songs that was recorded in that era was finished and shit, but someone was down to like throwaways. But notable songs for that project was like Honeyberry, Chicken and Waffles and shit was made around that time. IG, Instagram Hoes was made around that time. Like, kind of being conceived around that time and shit, but they end up being on that EP that dropped last year called Grails and shit. Originally, the concept for The Life of Pierre 4 was supposed to be split into like 2 discs and shit, and then they was like supposed to be nicknames, best parts and shit, but it ain't really that much shit for that timeline for that time, like to know what his original vision was. But he had a lot of sessions with different rappers and shit, like with Lil Yachty, Rich the Kid, Southside and shit, like Fuse for 808 Mafia and shit. Most of the album was low-key played by Delays and Broken Promises and shit. I always looked at it, I just felt like Interscope and like they really just didn't have that much like, they didn't really believe in Pierre as much as like as a rapper and shit. Like, yeah, as a producer, of course, but as a rapper, bro, basically Pierre was trying to do the same shit Kanye was trying to was doing back in the day and shit. People was only looking at Kanye as a rapper and shit. I mean, as a producer, but he had to prove to the niggas that he could rap and shit, and Hence him being Kanye West. I really just seen like in the scope. Hence, cause yeah, I realized he started working on this project in like 2017 and shit. The project didn't come out until the summertime of 2019. And I just thought that ain't that long and shit. But you gotta realize, the work, the time, just the in the scope to see his full vision and shit. Like, I really honestly feel like they just didn't believe in this nigga. They didn't believe in this nigga, bro. Like, him just come out in the project, that shit was random as hell to the niggas to Interscope at first, probably. Hey, early signs like the project Yo 88 and shit, the collab project he had with TM88 was kind of being worked on at that time and shit. Like, it was a lot going on. And then Pierre and Carter Wild Adventure was in development at that time, coming out in 2018 on Christmas or SoundCloud. That shit was fire, nigga. It just like Pierre was just being seen working with everybody type shit. I remember when Pierre low-key was trying to go at Juice WRLD at the time and shit, because Pierre original cover art for the Life of Pierre 4 was him like next to like the two red cars and shit. Had a PlayStation 2 type theme to it. And then, but Juice WRLD Death Race for Love had came out like around like the same time, 2019 shit, and the cover art was like similar, like a PlayStation 2 vibes, and them two kind of being signed to the same record label, Interscope and shit. I'm a Pierre was trying to low-key go at Juice WRLD and shit, talking about like looking niggas trying to leave me. Like, I know that been a little thing, but I think it was low-key a stretch though. But I can see the similarities though. I could definitely see why he'll think that. So time will pass and shit. Like, so the V1 era, the version 1 era of Life of Pierre 4 was kind of already out the windows and shit. He'll go to Wyoming, start collaborating with Kanye and shit, working on Kanye for his projects that was at the time and shit. So he'll come back, like once he already got out the way and shit, he'll go right back to making the Life of Pierre 4 and shit, the version 2 of the album and shit, with like a new, like kind of like working on it completely and shit. Original, like it had features and shit. Cardi was supposed to be on Juice, Drake was supposed to be on the song Poof and shit, but it's like none of them, like when they got released, they didn't have none of the versions and shit. That was originally and shit. Like, man, bro, if you a fan of Pierre, bro, I remember just going, like every time he went live in like late 2018, like playing all the songs, like the first time hearing this shit when he was playing them on live and shit, bro, that shit was crazy, my nigga. Like, I don't know, bro, like this man Pierre was real talented, bro, and it was crazy to see that in the fan community and shit, because it was like, damn, like we know he a producer and shit, like we know his beats go crazy, but him rapping, cause to me personally, I think Pierre got a unique ass flow. Like, I think his style when it comes to music and shit is low key, like I feel like it's perfectionist, bro. Like the melodies and shit that this man be having in his music is beautiful as hell, bro. Like no glaze and shit. Like, I'm just being for real, bro. Like the transitions this album had going on, just the whole project as a whole, bro. The songs, my nigga, the certain placements he was doing, like only Pierre could have did that shit. Like he the only one that genuinely could have did this shit. Remember he posted the cover art and shit, which is the purple and shit. That shit was low key. It was simple, but it goes with the project. Now, if you know Pierre, you know his like signature color is purple and shit. So it went with the project so well looking back at it and shit. I remember that shit getting a lot of memes at the time though. Motherfucking deluxe that went with this project, bro. Now, deluxe was even crazier, bro. Like, this is one of the cases where genuinely the first project is already good and shit, crazy as hell, but then the deluxe, it just adds so much to it, and that's exactly what this deluxe did, bro. It added so much without even adding so much of shit. That came out like a year later on June 19th for 2020, bro. This came out during kind of COVID times, my nigga, so it was a tough time, but everybody was in the house, bro, so you really had no choice. And I remember being in the 10th grade, bumping this shit every fucking day, nigga. Like this whole deluxe project, cause the first one was still on repeat. Like, so this was it, was just made it even better, my nigga. And he did not disappoint with this shit, bro, at all. Last is like motherfucking Baby Kids was crazy. Sauce Girl was crazy as hell. 4L was fire. Joe Morris was fire as hell, nigga. Simon Says. JP, bro, crazy, bro. That shit always would get the ox in a car, my nigga. It was just the perfect deluxe. Like, people put the deluxe over the main project, my nigga, and that's honestly a hot take. Like, yeah, the deluxe is fine, but it ain't hitting on the first project as much as like it do for me and shit. I love the main project and shit. The deluxe is crazy as hell though. I swear to God, this shit is crazy, bro. That's what I mean by like, this is a cult like classic, my nigga. Like this shit didn't even sell. Like I don't even think it sold that much. Like I think it sold probably 10K first week and shit. But yeah, you had to realize though, bro, Pierre is low key. Well, at least was low key underground and shit. Like people never really just took Pierre seriously as an artist and shit. Like he even said this himself in the interview and shit. He said it was hard for him. Like the only reason to be taken seriously is for the sell tickets and shit. Like sell show tickets and shit like that. People only was looking at him for his beats and shit. Like I feel like Pierre low-key has the same success as Kanye, bro. Like when it comes to like the only difference is Kanye. Of course, Kanye is Kanye. Kanye took off to be a fucking global star. Pierre, then he ain't really took off to be a global star just yet, type shit. Even though having hit like some few decent songs do well and shit, but this project, particularly like TLOP 4 and shit, genuinely was like it didn't truly, people didn't take them seriously until it dropped type shit. Like where the main project and the deluxe and shit. Then you had to realize, bro, it dropped like he had music videos and shit. Cause it's low key a visual album, but he dropped the music videos so late. He was dropping them so far out from each other and shit. Cause every song on the project, I think, got a music video to it, bro. So I think he did a video of every song and shit. So you slick and say it's a visual album type shit. Yeah, TLOP 4 they have a tour type shit, but you gotta realize though, like, ain't not really an excuse. Cause he dropped the project in June, and he could have easily went on tour in like late 2019 and shit. It says he did a couple stops in like Europe or something, but he didn't really do like a full-blown tour and shit. But I just seen an interview though from Pierre. So I seen the interview that he said that he might have to do like a little like throwback type tour for like the real fans and shit, like a few stops and shit where he'll perform only TLOP 4 album like songs and shit. That would be fire. I could not lie. If he was to do that, that would be crazy. Cause like he'll do it. That mean he'll do it for the OGs. He'll do it for like the cult. Like yeah, I mean, like it's a cult following type project, bro. Like the transitions on this project, bro, was crazy as hell, man. Everything about this project really was just raw and uncut, and I fuck with that, bro. Like Pierre really did his thing with this shit, bro. Like he really had a point to prove to get taken seriously and shit. Cause this project really shows that. Really, bro. From the voices that was at #1 rated mixtape ever. Like that shit was fire as hell, bro. Niggas weren't ready, bro. That really was. Niggas weren't ready for this project when it dropped, bro. Like everybody loved this. Like if you a fan of Pierre, the community, everybody loved. Probably one of the best underground takes to come from that time period for sure, because it was just one of those takes that definitely should have got that got overlooked like a motherfucker. Like even when it dropped, it got overlooked type shit. It's just like the album as a whole, bro. It's just a classic itself, my nigga. With just hella grails on it, my nigga. Hella songs too and shit. Because this project right here, literally, like I said, it got real niggas like us through high school, bro. You feel me? So it was a crazy ass listen for sure. Songs like motherfucking Poof was crazy. Feds was fire as hell. Be Mine is probably one of my favorites on this motherfucker. Goddamn Romeo Must Die was fire as hell, bro. Motherfucking Double Mint was fire as hell, bro. Even the beautiful intro in Double Mint was fire as hell. The sample, that shit was crazy as hell too. This whole project as a whole, my nigga, it's just every song on this bitch literally rides, bro. Like you can put any, like I can't lie, if you nigga out there that you ever need a motherfucking project to goddamn just to feel safe when you in the like arts and shit when you with your homies, throw this motherfucker on, bro. You throw this on, bro, this will always be safe riding in the whip, my nigga. Like if you in the arts quarter, bro, with your niggas, bro, this shit will always be the safest album to play and shit. Every song will vibe. Now if you got a nigga that genuinely just don't fuck with this type of music, then they probably ain't gonna fuck with this music. But if you know people that actually fuck with this type of music, bro, this shit always will be safe, bro. You can just jam to this shit, man, because Pierre did his thing with this motherfucker, bro. Every song on this bitch ride, my nigga. It's a fan favorite for sure, bro. Now don't get me wrong, TLOP 5 for me personally could be close up there with TLOP 4. I cannot lie. I'm not putting TLOP 5 over this, but it's close by a thread. By like 3 songs, if it's 2 songs on TLOP 5 that wasn't on there, that shit would low-key be top for me. I cannot lie, because TLOP 5 is just a good project just as TLOP 4 too, bro. There's a few songs on that motherfucker that definitely could be gone, but at the same time, it's like I couldn't even tell because they both fire projects. But TLOP 5 for sure is crazy as hell, bro. Yeah, man, Pierre, bro, just as a whole, man, he's one of them niggas that for sure, like, people take him serious, but they still haven't taken serious. That's why it's like he got underground status as a rapper, bro. Because like, yeah, Pierre's that guy and shit, but I feel like really, if you want to be real, bro, I feel like people, they always say that Pierre blackball, he be blackballing himself and shit about the shit, having a cocky ego and shit, which could be true to an extent, but it's like Pierre, he's that guy, bro. Now we know Pierre beats don't go too crazy for real no more and shit. They go crazy, but not as much as they used to and shit. That's what make me feel like they low key take him as a rapper now, because Pierre really be strictly focused on just rapping and shit. Like Pierre, the only time, like he just dropped a project with Nudie and shit, Samir 2, which is fire as hell and shit. But it's like, besides that, Pierre don't really do these beats like as much as he used to type shit. Like if it ain't for himself type shit, because he finna drop a project called Made in Paris in a little couple, like probably next year or some shit. And that's supposed to be like his next project out of this, and that shit gonna be crazy as hell too, bro. So it just, Pierre just be his own world, bro. I feel like Pierre has a cult fan base and shit, and he could really get away with that. Just dropping fire, supplying us with fire. He'll always be Pierre. He'll always be that guy. That, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this video up. I enjoyed this video, man. Y'all give this video a big ass thumbs up, man, bro. 2025 is approaching, bro. Literally, it's approaching. It's a couple days away, my nigga. It's literally it ain't even a couple weeks. It's a couple of days away, bro. And I just want to always say, man, like I say every other video, bro, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank every single one of y'all for all the love and support. And thank God for mostly just bringing y'all to just this world we done built, man. Because if it weren't for God, we wouldn't be here. So always praise to the Most High, always. And praise to y'all, bro. Y'all have been nothing but blessings for the kid this year, bro. It just, man, I can't put it to words, bro. Like, to this day, it still be amazed to wake up and just see there are a mixture of different people rocking with something that you could make, bro. Like, that shit is crazy as hell, bro. Like, I don't be expecting these videos to do what they do, and y'all really be going ham. Y'all really fuck with these hoes, bro. So just this whole year, man, it just has been a crazy. So thank you, man. This has been one hell of a year, man, for sure, bro. YouTube we only going up, bro. That's literally all I can say. We only going up, bro. 2025 is approaching. And from literally January to December of next year, we on a road, man. We on a road. I promise that we on a road, man. Like I always say, man, appreciate the love and support. I love all y'all, man. More videos is coming soon, man. I understand that this month, December alone, I had to admit this myself, man. This month has definitely been the most not consistent I have been, man. Y'all, if you ain't new to the channel, you know I'm very, very consistent, man. And I just been having so much to deal with, like literally. I don't think y'all only know that half, man. Christmas coming up and shit, so it's like if it's not out already by Christmas or before Christmas, then bro, it's been a lot of shit, my nigga. But that ain't no excuse, but at the same time it's an excuse. So like I said, I'm sorry for like the shitty uploads and shit, but 2025, it ain't no more of that. Ain't no more of that, nigga. I always say, man, I appreciate the love and support in these videos, man. I appreciate all y'all, bro. Shout out to y'all. And yeah, man.